Bronny, you talked a lot about how last year was just interrupted, right? You didn't really get that chance to play in a lot of the big game minutes and all that. Tonight, 35 minutes. You have a pretty efficient scoring night. What did it feel like to just get all of that burn and get a chance to settle into a game?
Just gave me a chance to be myself. I feel like that's where I'm the most comfortable, just going out there and playing my game. So yeah, it was just a great feeling to go out there and not think as much as I do and just play.
JJ said he's not concerned about what a point total is, good or bad, or he's just thinking about how to continue to develop you into a great player ultimately. But at the same time, it feels good to be on the court, scoring points, like hitting shots. And how are you balancing that? As yeah, you do enjoy that, but you're still thinking about the bigger picture for this year.
Yeah, I mean, like I've told you, just trying to focus on what my role is and excelling at that. But yeah, if I'm given the opportunity to go out there and play 35 minutes, then I'm going to go out there and play. So I feel like I'll be given an amazing opportunity to go and showcase what I can do down the road. If that's not right now, if that's not what he wants me to do right now. So yeah, it's just a great moment for me.
Hey, Bronny, a couple for you. We just had Quincy in here and he's really emotional about the opportunity he's had with this organization, what it meant to him to have that game in front of Steph. What's it been like kind of working with him since you've been here? You guys connected on that lob today. It seems like you guys have some kinship.
Yeah, I mean, in practice, we're always together and our other team playing against the starters and stuff. So we've built that connection off the court. Well, on the court, but off the arena hard floor. So, just building that connection with him. He's a great guy. I mean, I love playing with him. Great spirit. He plays hard all the time. So it was great that we were both given that opportunity to go out there and showcase what we could do.
And that was the second thing I was going to ask was like opportunity when it's hard, I'd imagine, not knowing when the tap would come during games or how much you're going to be out there and trying to find a rhythm, but like knowing what it was going to be like today. What was pregame like for you? Were you even a different level locked in, a different level of excited because you knew you were going to get a real long runway?
No, not necessarily. We always have these games in our practices, the stay ready games that the rotation guys or non-rotation guys play. So I just try to prepare myself every game we have the same way, so I can stay ready for those opportunities.
Bronny, what does this give you just going into the next stage of the season to be finishing off preseason with this performance personally?
Again, like I said to you, just a little bit of confidence going into the season. Even though I, might not be in that rotation, might be playing, but just going into practice, maybe G League games, with that, confidence in myself to go out there and play my game. I feel like that's the biggest part tonight.
We saw Steph on the court with you conversing a bit after the game. Anything about that message? I mean, I've seen him last year coming up to you at a Lakers game when you were in the stands, checking in with you. But what was the message today?
Just catching up, but mainly just, him telling me to play my game and be myself. Also just giving some pointers on, things to do, in certain situations, but nothing too crazy.
Bronny, where do you think you've made the biggest strides since day one of preseason? What areas do you feel like you've gained maybe the most comfort?
I'd say just like, JJ has always emphasized being a menace on the defensive end and being disruptive. So just taking pride in, picking up full court and, guarding guys like Buddy Hield. He's running all over the place. But yeah, just taking pride on the defense end is my biggest thing, I think.
Hi, Bronny. Today is the last preseason game. Overall, what do you think the most part of game do you need to improve?
Again, just that defensive side of things. But also tonight was, I was given an opportunity to go showcase my offensive game. And I did that a little bit. So I feel like my confidence, I feel like that's the biggest thing for me right now is, uplifting myself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up, we'll look forward to the tip-off of the regular season. Lakers start the season with 3 home games before hitting the road for 5 straight.
So that's going to open up the offense for other guys who are navigating, trying to get through, because you got to stay at home on this kid.
No doubt. All right, Quincy Oliveira made the most of his first start, a game-high 22 points. He's speaking with Mike in the media.
Hey, Quincy, when we spoke to you a couple days ago, you mentioned just the focus on your defense and the running and just it's kind of showing you're willing to do whatever it takes to be in the league. But your offensive game has been pretty efficient. 3-point shooting, creating your own look, creating looks for teammates. How rewarding do you feel like it is? You got a chance to show that, even in a context like tonight against a good team.
It's first, I just want to start by giving all honor and glory to God, because it's ultimately rewarding, and honestly, that's the biggest reason why I chose number 41, because the number 41 in the Bible means patience. And the biggest thing I always tell myself and when I pray is, on 40 days and 40 nights, the storm was there, but on day 41, everything seemed to make sense, and it all became clear. So patience will always, patience and trust will always take you far. And so having a game like today on the last preseason game, especially in front of my favorite player to ever pick up a basketball, it was just an amazing feeling. Coach McMillan always tells me that it's okay to want to be a playmaker and learn to be whatever a team needs, but at the end of the day, my true gift is scoring and shooting. So always look for an efficient shot first before you look to just pass it up and try to be just a pass first point guard, because I can score the ball ultimately. And this today was just honestly rewarding, especially doing it at an efficient level.
And then just what do you feel like are next steps for you?
Just go home and talk with my agent, see what comes next. I just want a job in the NBA. Like, it's the only thing I've wanted since I was like 5 years old. And my dad always said my biggest gift is my energy, and energy can never be created or destroyed, only transferred. So I bring energy to whatever team wants me, and I lift every group up. And I just want to see what I honestly don't know what comes next either. Every day I just approach it like it could be my last. And Rui hit it on the head today. This is like the last chance for people like me, because tomorrow's not promised and neither is next week. But what is guaranteed is I have an opportunity today to go out and make a lasting impression.
Okay.
Quincy, I have a couple for you. First of all, when you reflect on your preseason effort for the Lakers, you helped them get their first win in Milwaukee with a big late effort. Tonight you get the start and you lead the team in scoring. Just how do you kind of judge yourself based on your ability to take the opportunity you were given and do something with it?
My dad's preached the same thing since I picked up a basketball. Did I play hard and did I have fun? I definitely had fun. I think like yesterday when we played the Suns, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker knew my name. And it was just like the biggest surprise. I'm 23 years old, but every time I put on an NBA jersey or come to an NBA practice, I'm that eight-year-old kid that's just begging my dad to take me to an NBA game. And so coming out today, I didn't know I was starting until the game when we went through our scout before the game. And I was just like, wow, first career NBA start in the last game. I've had this great feeling all day. Why not capitalize? So I would definitely say I took advantage because I had fun. And not only did I have fun, I played hard with the opportunity I had. And win or loss, made or missed shot, I know I gave it my all.
And you mentioned Book and KD knowing who you are. It looked like maybe your favorite player of all time also knows who you are. We saw Steph Curry having some words with you on the court after the game. What can you tell us about that conversation?
Man, it's crazy because I've liked him since I was in like 6th grade. Like, I don't even know what to say, man, because like that's my favorite player ever. And the first thing he told me was like, I'm a big fan of your game. And like, truth be told, I'm a big fan of him. Like I had his jersey. He signed it twice. I used to sleep under that jersey. And like I just wanted to be like him so bad. And so just to be able to meet him, him be able to have some respect for me, and then us to talk in the back, he gave me a pair of his shoes and signed them. Like, that meant the world to me, man. Like, my dad knows, my mom knows. Like, it just means a lot. And like, I don't know. It just means a lot.
Thanks, Jeffy.
Quincy Oliveri right there. Incredible moment.
Hello. Still on Bronny James is at a turning point in his career. His preseason has not been impressive, and there is talk of him being sent to the G League. Kenyon Martin from Gills Arena raised concerns about the risks of this move, such as the possibility of other players who earn less trying to take advantage of Bronny's presence. The main goal of the G League would be to give him a chance to test himself against competitors seeking NBA spots, which could better prepare him for the challenges of the league. Dan Patrick believes that Bronny is not yet ready to play consistently in the NBA. He suggests that the youngster spend the season in the G League, where he would face less pressure and have more time to develop, something that has already been discussed within the Lakers' environment. JJ Redick supports the idea of using the G League as a development tool. Despite this, Bronny has shown flashes of talent, such as in the game against the Warriors, when he scored 17 points. But he still needs to achieve consistency. Some believe that his presence could benefit his father, LeBron James, by motivating him to stay on the team. LeBron has shown a newfound enthusiasm when playing with his son, which could positively impact the entire team. However, keeping Bronny on the first team could limit his minutes on the court, and he needs to play more to adapt to the intensity of the NBA. Unlike Dalton Connect, who is more experienced, Bronny is still developing his skills and confidence. The G League could be essential to speed up that process. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any news. Best wishes, and see you next time.